Let's make a maple old fashioned. First, grab your glass. I like to use a 10-ounce glass, but it doesn't really matter, it's not written in stone, you can use whatever you'd like. Then what you're going to want to do is you're going to want to grab your ice. I like to use clear ice as it's much better for drinks because it does not dilute as quickly as regular ice does. I like to give it a little stir at room temperature so that when the whiskey hits the ice, it doesn't crack. At this point, we're going to add Angostura bitters. I like to do 2 to 3 dashes, but you can do whatever you'd like. Then we're going to add our spring tree maple syrup. You can use any maple syrup, just make sure that you put the right amount, otherwise it'll be too sweet or not sweet enough. I like to do 1/4 to 1/2 ounce, usually 1/2 ounce since I add a little bit more whiskey. I'll stir that all together before adding my Russell's Reserve 10-year. You can use any whiskey you'd like. I prefer Russell's because it's very versatile. There's a lot of distillery history there with the Russell brothers, so it's an exciting whiskey to use for an old fashioned. Then we'll stir all that together, and you want to make sure you stir it good, just because the maple syrup is much thicker and it'll take a little bit longer to dissolve into the whole mix. Then grab an orange peel, express that orange peel into your drink, and then you can drop it in. Now, you have the option of smoking your drink. You don't have to do this. A lot of people think it's a gimmick. Maybe it is, but it's a nice presentation. It adds a nice aroma to the drink, a little bit of flavor. Just make sure your lighter is not too close to it, otherwise all you're going to taste is butane. You really just want to toast that wood that's in there. At this point, you're going to finish it off with a cherry. I always use Luxardo cherries. They're a little bit on the pricier side, but in my opinion, they taste much better than any other maraschino cherries. Give it a little stir, and there's your maple old fashioned. Thanks for watching.